to do Santa Claus. So this is the cutter that I used for the sugar cookie. And then we're going to start with, this is some flesh colored fondant. So just roll some of that out. And then all we need to do is, his face is just going to be in about in this area in here. So we just need a small section here. We can just use a pizza cutter. It doesn't have to be perfect because a lot of it's going to be covered up. Right there, that's plenty. So take either a little bit of gel again or a little bit of water, whatever you have handy. Okay, because his beard's going to be down here. His hat will be up there. Just lay that down and then just smooth it out. I like to mark where the eyes are going to go. And you could just use anything. This is just a ball tool. You could use a toothpick, anything you have around. So I want his eyes to be just kind of about here, here, a nose here, and that would mean the mouth would be like right around there somewhere. So the nose, I'm going to take the same flesh color and just roll it into a ball. And then just put a little gel underneath it and just pop it down. Okay, so for the mouth, you just take a little piece, just a little ball, like a large pea size, roll it into the ball, and then if I roll both ends, so see where I'm keeping the center larger and then tapering off on both sides. So I want to pick this up, place it down, and since it's sticky, I don't need to place anything underneath it for it to stick. It's doing a good job all by itself. And then just push it down. Okay, always make sure you can pick it up before you cut it with your cutter. Go ahead, place the cutter on top, and I'm only going to need where the hat is, so you don't have to do the entire piece. And cut. And that should be about good right there. And then just kind of smooth it out. Okay, and then the other thing I like to do, this is a veining tool. It has a thicker side and a thinner side. I like to take the thinner side and just make some little lines like creases in his hat. So I start here and just kind of pull out. Now the next thing we need is royal icing. This is just white royal icing and it's a tip number 8. So we take this, and first we want to do around the top of his hat, and you just want to squeeze and kind of go in circular motion. And all down here, this entire thing needs to be covered in. Okay, now we can go ahead and do the eyes. So I roll it into a ball like this, and then if you roll back and forth just like once or twice, you get more of an oval or a pill shape. Place that right down on there and then just flatten it a little bit. Okay, now I have a little bit of royal icing here with a tip number 1. So then we'll just do a little white. And then I do have a little bit of a black here with a tip number 1 also. And just do one little dot like that. Okay, now I'd like to put a little sprig of holly on his hat. So take your 352 tip, which is that leaf tip, and we did this earlier, squeeze off to the right, squeeze, and I wiggle it a little bit off to the left and right at the top. Then your red royal icing, tip number 3. And squeeze 1, 2, 3 little balls, just like that. And then the last touch I like to do is just take, this is a raspberry luster dust. And Santa's usually, he's a jolly old guy, so he usually has a little bit of blush on his nose, and just a little tiny bit in this area here for his cheeks. And voila! Santa Claus.